Alright. Let's take it from the top. Thankfully this has much less to explain, and I won't have to explain a lot of the finer bits of Kuon, because Kuon phase, which is what we're doing right now to do a Speedruns explain, is a lot shorter and cannot be accessed until you've played through both Yin phase and Yang phase, so if you're speedrunning Kuon phase, you know how to play this game already. Alright. But as usual, make sure vibration is off. Language is up to you. Controller type is up to you. But just make sure vibration is off. Because if you don't, you're going to have a bad time. Alright. So we are going to begin. Time either starts at the confirmation of the brightness screen, or the confirmation at start game here if you've already played a run during the session. Didn't expect to see in a game I didn't know about. Yup. This is a FromSoft game. This is by the people who made Dark Souls. And if I had to describe it, it is a mix of Fatal Frame and Resident Evil. Okay. Now, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, we're gonna skip 2 cutscenes if I remember correctly. Skippy, skippy, skippy. Skippy, skippy. Skippy, skippy. You skip with start, and go. We are now playing Abe no Seimei, who is an actual historical figure, but the actual historical figure is male, if I remember correctly. Also some random PS2 RPGs? Yes. FromSoft did things before Dark Souls. This game is one of them. Alright, so if you are playing Kuon phase, then you know the layout of the mansion already, because you would have had to have played Yin phase and Yang phase first, unless you stole a save from somewhere. So, essentially, Kuon phase is a rush to the final boss, which is why it's only about 8 minutes-ish long, depending on how good you get on RNG. That's actually good RNG. It's really hard to dodge around those enemies without getting hit at least twice. But we are running all the way to one of the mulberry trees, which is a couple screens from here. But yes, the only reason why I don't have world record in Kuon phase is because I really don't care. Because of the whole too many invincibility frames problem with the bosses in this game, the final fight can either take you a minute and change, so like a minute and a half, or it can take you 5. And you have almost no say in that. You can mess with it a little bit, game the system a touch. But for the most part, you just gotta deal with it. But I have a really good, respectable time on Kuon phase. I just don't have world record because I don't want to grind that many attempts waiting for the RNG to like me. Again, whether or not you get world record on Kuon phase is not necessarily up to how good you are. It's up to how good you are and whether or not you get good RNG. See, on my current PB for Kuon phase, I would have had world record had I just gotten the couple seconds of time save you guys are seeing on my splits right now. That's how close I was. I just don't like grinding for something that is entirely out of my skill level to achieve. Because it's not based on skill, it's based off of RNG. Though I do want to put a save right before the boss fight just so I can sort of try and figure out a better strategy that has less RNG. But again, because not only does this game give the enemies way too many iframes, and it's almost impossible to tell when the enemy has iframes, and all of your weapons are projectile, so it's hard to time in order to get around iframes. The final boss has a "fuck you, I take no damage" shield. Which is not nice. And you can trigger it pretty much at any time. Though I have sort of figured out how to stun lock him out of it, but that method makes the fight last too long. And sometimes even then he still does. So it's whatever. Alright. We are essentially just running around doing a victory lap of notable areas of this game, picking up some spikes. Kind of a late PS2 game. I can't remember what the release date year of this was, but I wouldn't surprise me. This looks like a late PS2 game. As in, it looks good. But it also has the old FromSoft staple of characters who speak a lot, but never move their mouths. Which I love because this game has like whole cinematic cutscenes and zoom-ins on characters' faces and no mouth movements. Except for 2 FMVs in the game. Who needs mouth movements when characters talk? Alright, now that I've collected the metal spikes that are the arbitrary victory lap to go grab things from the game, we're going to the final boss. Now, there are plenty of strategies for getting around the final boss, because sometimes the RNG is in your favor and sometimes it is not. But the way I've sort of learned how to do it is immediately go into your inventory, equipment, swap the fire spell for the other fire spell you have, hit 1, turn around. Okay, go here, hit 1, didn't hit him again, hit him again. See, that's the fuck you shield I was talking about. Hit him again. Damn shield. Hit him again. Cast this enemy, or this ally, and then just keep spamming this spell. Whether or not it actually hits him, it's not up to you. And yeah, this is literally it. Just use spells until he dies and hope you get lucky. If you run out of spells, equip your other fire spell. And I'm getting... oh. So that was not the best RNG, as you can tell, but it was decent. Like, this is only the second time I've gotten a run that's, like 7 minutes or under. Only of like 2 times, but... oh, actually I skipped that. But yeah, that's Kuon phase. And with that, that is all 3 phases of Kuon explained. And this is one of 2 cutscenes that actually has mouth movements. Of all of them in the game. Does that fire home at all? The one that I was using does. There are 3 levels of fire spell. The first one doesn't home. The second one has like mild homing capabilities if you're facing the rough direction of the enemy. The most powerful one, which is the one I was using, does home in, and it shoots off 2 projectiles. So even if I was to turn completely in the opposite direction and fired it off, the spells would then come back past me and hit the enemy. But yes, I think this game looks gorgeous. I adore this game. But, it costs about $800 to $1,000 now, so I would die of happiness if FromSoft actually put this game, also Paper Doggo, if FromSoft put this game on digital. Put this game on PSN, FromSoft. Put this game on PSN. I want more people playing it. But it's literally the rarest PS2 game. And it's sad, because this game is so good, and hardly anybody has played it because it's so rare. But yes, that was Kuon. Alrighty then. So with that, I have now explained in depth and detail how to play through Yin phase, Yang phase, and Kuon phase of this game. I am going to lose my voice if I keep going for much longer. But I hope you guys had fun. Did you guys have fun? I had fun. Predates digital distro, limited digital re-releases, no retro console replacement. Yes, but like Fatal Frame got re-released digitally. I'm playing this digitally. Technically, I'm playing it off of hard drive on my PS3, which is allowed on this. Not every community allows PS2 games on PS3, and not every speedrun community allows playing from the hard drive at all. But Kuon's does. It's not like they allow it, but they don't disallow it. So literally everybody on the console leaderboard, except I think Igdices, plays from PS3 hard drive, which is the only reason I have world record in all of them, because that's the only way I can beat the current or the former world record. Long story, but